Hi, everyone, and welcome to Law Chat with John and Amy. I'm John Julian.
And I'm Amy Poliafico. This week's question is, who are we? John, why don't you tell them a little bit about yourself?
Sure. In 1983, my father had a law practice here in Braintree, Massachusetts, and at that same time, I was finishing up law school, and I took the bar exam, and in 1984, I was looking for a job. Coincidentally, my father was looking to hire someone at the law firm, and after he conducted a nationwide search, I was the one he hired, and I've been here ever since.
And about 3 years after that, I was born.
Oh, that hurts. I think we should have an office rule, Amy, that there's no age jokes allowed. But,
That doesn't sound like that much fun. So then I went to law school as well, and in 2013 I joined the firm, and I've been here ever since. John, on the other hand, wasn't satisfied with just his law degree. You actually went back to school later on.
So I have my master's degree in education, and I also have a doctorate degree in education.
And John wrote a dissertation and then decided it would be fun to write more. So him and his dad both wrote these books that are consumer friendly, one on divorce and one on bankruptcy. And then a couple years ago, we updated both of them because of significant changes in the law. And I think that's part of the reason we decided to do this podcast, right?
Sure, and I think the publications Amy and I did, one on divorce and one dealing with bankruptcy, are very helpful for our clients because it helps them understand the process and what's involved with both bankruptcy and divorce. And for people who aren't familiar with it, I think things like that are very helpful to have and to read to supplement the information we talk about and give to them.
But I think part of the problem is people come in and we'll give them a copy of this 150 page book, and they're overwhelmed by the time they come into our office, either with a divorce or custody issue or their finances, their mortgage, whatever the situation is. So sometimes they don't have time to sit down and read a book. So we're starting this podcast now. We're gonna do one episode a week. There's somewhere between probably like 4 to 12 minutes, I guess, is the goal. We're going to answer one question a week. And it gives people a little bit of like a bite-sized piece of information, which I think is sometimes easier to consume in a busy schedule. So if you have any questions, feel free to email us and we will hopefully try and answer them in an episode.
Thanks, Amy. And I think that's a great place to stop for today.
Thanks for chatting with us. We look forward to chatting with you again next week.
If you have a question or comment, feel free to email us at info@julianlaw.com. Remember that Law Chats with John and Amy is intended as a general reference and considered general advertising, and listeners should check for changes to any applicable laws and consult with an attorney on any legal issue. The information provided does not constitute legal advice, and any thoughts or commentary by the podcasting lawyers is provided as a service to the community and does not constitute solicitation of legal advice. The lawyers in the law firm of Julian & Associates PC make no warranties and disclaim all liabilities for damages resulting from its use. Nothing provided in the podcast should be considered a substitute for advice from counsel. No attorney-client relationship is formed by listening or participating in this podcast, and in the event that the podcast receives emails about the subject matter, no attorney-client relationship is created via the email communication.
So, this week's question is, what... Should we start that again?
What is the question? Yes. All right. Cut. All right.
Hold on.
Okay.
Ready? Mm-hmm.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to this week's episode of Law Chats with John and Amy. I'm John Julian. It's so ridiculous because obviously they know I'm John. But hi, everyone.